Hi there, this is Larry Gould with This Week's Music to Your Inbox, and I've been hearing a lot that buyers don't think this is a good time to buy. I just don't believe that's true. When you consider the disparity between the amount of inventory, which is low, and the amount of buyers, which is high, it doesn't support that there's any chance that there's going to be a crash in real estate. The other thing is, I want you to take a look at this report I've prepared. In this example, I'm going to use a house in zip code 07712, where we're headquartered in New Jersey. Purchase price would be $750,000. It automatically pulls up the tax rate for that zip code, and in this case, the commensurate taxes would be $15,975, and including homeowners insurance of $175. I'm going to add the loan. I'm going to say this is the offer at list price of $750,000, 20% down payment of $150,000, a 30-year term, conventional mortgage fixed rate, 6.5%, charging no points. There's no MI because it's 20% down, and estimated closing cost of $6,000. Of course, this would not include escrows. Next, we will take a look at the actual cost of waiting. You can see here we've got today's loan in the left column, showing the price, the loan amount, etc. Waiting 6 months based upon appreciation rates that we're getting through data online. In this particular zip code, we're anticipating almost 2.5% appreciation. So you can see that that same house is going to cost you $18,488 more in 6 months. Of course, now 80% of that amount is $614,790, so that's costing you more. Your down payment is also gone up by $3,698. Even though we're projecting rates to go down, it's still going to make sense to buy this house, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But you can see this projected out over 1, 2, and 3 years, so you can see the drastic amounts there. So let's take a look at the actual analysis of this. You can see waiting 6 months, you're paying $302 less because of the lower interest rate. But don't forget, now as time goes by, you're going to be paying more for this house and you'll have a higher loan amount. So consequently, waiting 1 year, you're paying $295 less per month. Waiting 2 years, $147. In 3 years, you'll actually be paying $13 more, even though you possibly would have a lower interest rate. So there's your annual cash flow loss. But here's where the real benefit is. Let's look at waiting 16 months. You'll see that you've lost over $18,000 in appreciation. You've also lost that time of amortizing over a lower loan amount. So that equates to $32.99 for a total of over $21,000. And as you can see, waiting 3 years would cost you $109,175. So you can see from this analysis that the cost of waiting is quite significant. Remember, when rates go down, you do have the option of refinancing, which would mean that it's even a better deal to buy now. My name is Larry Gould, and I spell that U surrounded by gold.